How's it going, Retro people? My name is Brad, this is Retro Spotlight, and this is your news, notes, history, and retro games to play for the week of June 27th, 2017. In ROM hacking and translation news, this week, there isn't actually a patch that I wanted to bring to the table. Goodbye. Actually, that's a joke that the segment is in almost every episode. But actually, romhacking.net has had their website completely overhauled and brought up to a more modern standard. Quoting from the update, quote, "This new design covers both the site and the forum. We've moved to HTML5 and CSS3 with jQuery, which will allow us to make many further enhancements going forward, such as enhancing our forums, adding Ajax capabilities, search as you type, and more. They're also now officially getting into social media fully, with buttons on their site for each page to share to Facebook and Twitter. A few months ago, I talked about a fake romhacking.net Twitter account. Well, just to reiterate, their real Twitter account is at romhackingnet. They've also got a Discord and Facebook group as well, and the Discord group I am now in. The full post will be down below if you're curious about any of the details and specifics. Time for some spectacular emulation news, and this week sees the release of Amiga Forever 7. Amiga Forever is from the developers behind C64 Forever, and is considered to be one of the better Amiga emulation packages around. It's also worth noting that they have all the rights and licenses to do this, so it is perfectly legal. This is a rare case where there is a perfectly legal option of emulation that also comes with games ready to go. And just for the record, I'm not saying that emulators or emulation is illegal, but I'm going to get into a few of the reasons why that might raise some suspicions of legality. But I rest assured that this is totally above board and that they have the license to redistribute this stuff. And trust me, there are not many of these types of projects around. The new feature set is a result of 18 months of hard work and brings the package to new heights. There's now enhanced PowerPC emulation support, playlist support, custom content folders, player list title playback, the ability to auto-start into any Amiga PC configuration, new media support, better security, and much more. The emulation package comes in 3 purchase flavors, the Value, Plus, and Premium editions. The Value Edition is $10 and comes with a few kickstarts, aka BIOS or the OS, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and Workbench 1.3, which covers about 70% of the Amiga library, but not much of the later and more sophisticated games. The package comes pre-configured with WinUAE, WinFellow, as well as 25 games and 25 demo scene products. The Plus Edition bumps up to $30 and offers many more Kickstart OS ROMs, extended system support, a pre-installed Workbench environment, and another 300 megabytes of pre-installed software. The Premium Edition comes in at $50 plus shipping, but has over 12 gigabytes of data, which contains all Amiga Forever and Amiga Explorer products described on their website, including all content for all platforms and all video edition materials. You have the further option of a new user purchase or a previous user purchase option if you have an older Amiga Forever key. Considering this is significantly more than just a simple emulator and is a full package for Amiga enthusiasts, I do believe that $10 asking price for the Value Edition is well worth it. Hell, even the Plus and Premium editions I can see being worth it. Sorry for the longer than usual explanation, but I've never really covered them before, so I wanted to give everyone all of the information. If you want to go over all the details, the link to the website is below, and I do think that the asking prices are reasonable for a completely legal, well thought out, and loved package. Indie game developer Icefall Games has released a very good looking title called Void Quest, which is an adventure game love letter to Sierra of old. Developed for the hashtag ADVJam 2017, which I assume stands for Adventure Game Jam 2017. Damn you hashtags! This game was created within 2 weeks. The game is certainly not long, and any outstanding bugs or glitches were fixed by the developer after the fact, but the game is free and looks right up any adventure gamer's alley. The game uses a text parser like older adventure titles, but it's a very quality game with beautiful sprite work done in a very short amount of time. The developer has also developed many games, and Phil Fortier loves adventure games. There's even a teaser site up for Cascade Quest, coming in early 2018, and that game also looks superb. Check out the developer and his games below at his Game Jolt page, his Twitter account, his website, and the various other places that you can find Icefall Games. In 2009, a game by the name of Knight and Grail graced the Commodore 64 and was a game much like Castlevania and Metroid. It featured over 200 screens, upgrades, varied monsters, and much more that made it a highly recommended game and one of the best on the C64. Well, according to publisher Citronic Software, Pains and Aches is a sequel to that lauded Commodore 64 title. According to their site, this continues the Nightingale story, but with all new locations to explore, puzzles to solve, big boss battles, and even clever story twists mixed up with high-quality gameplay. The game is much larger with more detail and gameplay to be had over the previous title. As the team says, quote, "Prepare yourself for a massive arcade adventure. I am also so sorry if I am about to mispronounce your names, but the game is being developed by Wide Pixel Games. The coding and graphics are done by Mikhail Tillander, additional graphics by Hakan Repstead, music by Hans Axelson, and game artwork by Hakan Rapstead as well. There is no release date or price set for the game, but judging by the publisher's website, it should be anywhere from around £5 to £15 sterling for various formats and editions. The publisher has quite a lot, and I mean a lot of games for various older consoles for sale, made by various developers for enthusiasts of these old PCs. I'll also link to their download section as well, which is really just their itch.io storefront that has quite a few of these games for free or for purchase, like Knights and Grail for PC right now for $5 USD. So if these games sound like your cup of tea, either physically for your old PCs or digitally on your new PCs, and you like supporting developers and publishers making new old games at affordable prices no less, then I highly suggest everyone to check them out below. Alpha, beta, and early screenshots and demos to any video game, especially older games, really intrigues me to no end. One of my extreme fascinations is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The debug ROM has been floating around in the wild for many years now, but a channel by the name of Hard4 Games has taken a look at several things that even I didn't know existed. These include a lot of cut content surrounding Link, including a beta front flip attack, back flip attack, unused idle animations, a third-person mode, and a lot more. I'm showing you just a few snippets of their video here, but really, that won't do any justice whatsoever. So please check out the link in the description to their video. And if you liked it, leave them a comment and let them know that Brad at the Launchbox channel says hello and that I covered them in RSS. These types of hidden secrets live in game code and may never be unveiled by anyone. Ocarina of Time, for example, is an extremely well-loved game, and by proxy has been torn to shreds by developers, coders, and tinkerers. Even then, as far as I can tell, these have gone mostly unnoticed for a long period of time, so imagine what a less popular game might be hiding because no one is simply looking at it. So I have covered Hyperkin in the past a lot, and I start these stories with that line quite often, simply because many people will start sending me comments saying how much Hyperkin sucks and I should know about it. Trust me, I already do. I did before I started RSS. But their products are still coming out, they're still selling, and frankly, with this next story, they're the first company that I know of that is even attempting this. Repro consoles, or reproduction consoles, are not new whatsoever, and repro consoles that let you use your own media is not new either. But the Atari 2600 gets the shaft more times than not, with the NES getting the most love in recent years. Granted, I think that's warranted, but many people still love the Atari 2600. Hyperkin heard those cries and has made a repro console that will allow users to utilize their own cartridges and have it output through HDMI. Called the Retron 77, this console will allow users to play their Atari 2600 titles in a modern fashion. This may seem dumb to a lot of you, but collectors will rejoice. Atari hardware is getting old and will no doubt start failing sooner rather than later, so a new and modern way to output these titles is a really good thing. The console looks to be using the classic DB9 controller ports, which were extremely common for quite a few systems back in the day. So common, in fact, that a Genesis controller actually works on an Atari console. They've been showing off the packaging, but the design is in its early stages, with the rumors rumoring its release for around 2018. This system won't be playing any 5200 or 7800 titles, but a more all-in-one solution could be Hyperkin's future if this goes well for them. It's also worth mentioning that the Atari Vault Collection is also available on modern systems and is currently on sale for $3.40 right now during the Steam Summer Sale. However, for a lot of collectors, putting in a real cartridge can never be replicated, and this certainly serves their market effortlessly and in glorious HD. If you are a patron that pledged to be a part of our Patreon campaign and are watching this early, then thank you very much. For those of you who pledged at the producer level role, your names are now on screen. If you are interested in seeing your name as a part of Retro Style Spotlight, the tutorials, the news videos, and have it be inside of the Launchbox app, then head on over to our Patreon link in the description below. At just $2 a month, you can see content like RSS early, and at higher tiers, you start to unlock things like exclusive Discord server access, producer credits, and a personal hangout with the Launchbox team. Any dollar amount anyone pledges to our campaign is helping us create a better product, and we could not thank you enough. So that was Retro Style Spotlight for the week of June 27th, 2017. All of the relevant links to everything you heard in this edition of RSS will be in the description below. Remember, you can sign up for a Launchbox forum account to interact with the community, moderators, and the Launchbox staff if you have any questions or would like to contribute to the project. If Launchbox has given you a beautiful library of games, then why not purchase a premium license of Launchbox for $20, which will get you big box and tons of premium-only features. If you enjoyed this episode of RSS, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get notified of new videos that we make. Let us know what you think of RSS and any feedback that you may have on it in the comments below. My name is Brad. The link to my channel is also below, where I do lots of gaming content and stream almost daily now. And remember, Freaks and Geeks, to play more games, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.